Good morning everyone. Today now let's talk about how global financial markets are performing. Well, markets were up today yesterday, but after that the Brexit deal came into play and then that led to the fall in prices. While if you talk about US markets, the bad earnings report from companies like McDonald's and Travelers also impacted and that ended with a decline. And if we talk about today's market, then Asian markets are also down. However, Nikkei is up and that can be said to follow a catch-up effect after the markets were closed yesterday. So it is following up the trend. While Indian markets are seen volatile and they are moving up and down in the range and expecting to move ahead as the earnings will come forward. But if you talk about the biggest factors right now, that is Brexit, US and a trade war, Canada, elections and Fed interest rate decisions, as no major economic data was released yesterday and neither is expected to be released today. If we talk about Brexit prices, then Brexit is the main reason why markets are down yesterday. Yesterday, Brexit was supposed to come up with two deals, as Boris Johnson proposed a deal to get against the parliament, and that deal got promoted and it was approved by the House of Commons. From 299 votes were voted against it and 329 votes were voted in the favor. And after this deal was passed, Johnson got a blow as its second proposal to pass the deal in 3 days timeline was rejected. Now what happens next is EU President Donald Tusk is expected to give another extension to the Brexit, and it is expected that Donald Tusk may give extension and EU will give extension to Britain till 31st Jan. Now after this, most likely scenario is that there will be again elections in the British Parliament, and in that, when after the new government, there is high chances government may not even favor the Brexit or in case go for another referendum. So all in all, there are chances of Brexit still, but the chances of hard deal Brexit without any, which means deal without any between deal US, EU and UK would have been which would have impacted the economy very much, is expected to be very less. So that is playing in the mind of investors, but still uncertainty is there, and that is why we are seeing fall in stocks. And in fact, after this news, there was also fall in the pound and that helped the dollar. But if you come on the US markets were down yesterday. However, there were positive talks on US and a trade front, as positive comments were made by Vice Foreign Minister of China, stated that the talks have been made quite progress and added that China is in no mood for the trade war and it wants to end this, adding that with respect and equal cooperations, all the issues can be resolved. And in short means, it means China is being a rational person, it doesn't need to indulge in these kind of rate talks, and it is in the mode of decoupling the situations and nothing in like there's no need to be a war at this time. That's what China wants to present itself. But at the same time, it also said that the way US is supporting Hong Kong, that is being sinister and it can work against the deal. So all in all, China is saying we are not weak, we don't want trade war, but if you force us, you will get some actions and you will face retaliation. While in the other news, Canada in elections, if we talk about, Justin Trudeau has again come into power, and now he is coming to power as a minority elections when he has to do it with the help of New Democrats, which are said to be left-line party, and that is said to create a problem in his mission to get new oil pipelines, and because of that he may face quite problem to pass that, because his new ally partner New Democrats are left aligned. That's why he may face problem. And after this news, we saw fallen Canadian dollar actually. Given all this uncertainty regarding Brexit, US and trade talks, and weak and bad economic data of US ranging from home sales are below expectations, its GDP is falling down, its retail sales are bad, industrial production is not good, its PMI index are down, in fact manufacturing index is in contraction, and its service index is also softening down. So given all this, it is expected that Fed will reduce the interest rate, and Fed is expected to reduce the interest rate by 25 basis points. In fact, CME Fed Watch tool says there is 90% probability that these rates will be reduced. So given all these factors, the markets are down today, and this, if we talk about trend ahead, then until we get resolved in some Brexit, and by the time, most important thing which can give some certainty and stability in the market is if Brexit gets extension. If that happens, after that we will see some stability, but before that, volatility in the market is expected to remain. If you like the video, then subscribe the channel, like this video, and for more videos like this, please stay with us.
आपको अगर हमारा वीडियो पसंद आया है तो इसे लाइक करें, साथ ही YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और मोर अपडेट्स जानने के लिए बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें।